Good morning to my boundless friends. Welcome to Self-Care Live with myself, Bethany Kempfert of Boundless LLC, Myofascial Release and Physical Therapy. For those of you who joined me on Wednesday, you would have already learned about how to gently engage your core and your pelvic floor muscles and how to do some exercises to retrain those core muscles to be more supportive of your spine and your internal organs. So I'm going to do the next progression in exercises. And I'm going to get right into it because I was kind of lengthy on Wednesday, and this is going to be a lot quicker. But if you didn't see Wednesday, you're going to want to go back and take some time to review that and practice along with me. So I'm going to rearrange my computer here, and I'm going to show you the next exercises in the series. Let's see. Should do it. Okay. So, super fast review. Last time we talked about wiggling your rib cage, wiggling your pelvis, and finding where your neutral alignment is. And then gently engaging your pelvic floor as if you're putting the bottom on a bottle that's sitting in your torso. So all of those things are still going to apply for the progression of exercises. Again, quick review, the exercises we did last time were this sliding the leg out, keeping everything stable through here, and doing that with both legs. And then the other exercise was bringing one leg out to the side while you stayed stable across the top of your pelvis. I did want to add just one quick variation on that. And that is, if you feel more comfortable, you can put one leg flat while you work with bringing your leg out and back in. That actually is just a little bit easier because that helps to kind of stabilize the other side of the pelvis, but you will only choose to do that if that's comfortable for your back to have that one leg flat. Okay, so that is our quick review from Wednesday. And let's go on to the next progression of exercises. So for this next exercise, you're going to want to have your hands where you were on the last one, which is on that bony, knobby part on the front of your pelvis. And we're going to be having you bring your knee up towards your chest. So just like all the other exercises that we've done in this progression, it's important for you to really feel that everything stays stable through here and that your pelvis doesn't rock from side to side. And then the exercise here is to just lift your knee up towards your chest, okay? And you can go as far as you're able to go as long as everything stays stable. But at some point, you may find that your torso wants to roll, that your pelvis rolls, that your back flattens. I don't want you to go that far. The other thing you have to really watch for is if you are very, very weak through your muscles in here, you might find that your back actually arches forward as you start to pick up your leg. And that's something we want you to avoid. You want everything to stay stable, no movement in your pelvis, either forward or backwards as that leg comes up. And then this just becomes an altering between one leg and the other leg, just moving slowly. It isn't about how fast you do this or how many you do this. It's about the awareness that you have within your body of that stability as you do these exercises. Okay? So a slight variation on this, and if you have hip problems and it hurts you to bring your hip up like this, or you're lacking hip motion, an alternative of this is that you keep your thighs level, but you simply bring one leg, you extend one leg up like that. So in this version, your hip has to stabilize and your body still has to stabilize against that weight, but it can be just a little bit easier for the hip and it doesn't take you through this upper range of motion. Okay? So the next progression from there is we make it a little bit complicated. And it is that complicated, but you're going to raise one arm, and now go opposite leg. So the arm goes overhead while the leg lifts. Raise the other arm goes overhead while the leg lifts. And then you can just start lifting the arm and the leg together. Same focus. If you look at my hips to shoulders, you really shouldn't see there being any rocking or twisting or moving in there. Everything should stay nice and stable. And that's what you're aiming for. Now, as you get going, you actually can start lifting one arm as the other arm goes up. It might be easiest now. Let's just start here. Start with your arms up. So your right hand is going to go overhead. Your left leg is going to lift. The other arm goes the opposite direction. And then your arms just keep going. The leg lifts opposite to the arm that goes overhead. This gets a little trickier. If you can't configure this, you could just do one arm at a time with the opposite leg. This exercise has been known as the dead bug exercise. You can kind of figure out why. You know, the bug that ends up on its back and it just wiggles until it dies, right? By the same token, you could do the arms and legs with that kicking the knee up straight. So if we were doing that, it would look like that. The overhead arm works with the opposite leg. Or for simplicity, you could do one arm at a time, and it would look like that. All right. I said I would keep this a little shorter, and that is all I'm planning for today. If you would like to join me again on Monday, I have yet another progression of these exercises to give you on Monday. So I'm hoping you can join me at 8:30 on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone.